thing me and Shane absolutely argued over was the kids, and that's because he didn't want them and neither did I.
For some reason, I agreed to jump out of a plane. Oof. And it was for a feature for a magazine, and at the time when they asked me to do it, I was thinking no. And before I could think, like, I don't know, my mouth was going yeah.
In a tandem jump.
In a tandem jump, yeah, it was a tandem jump. So I remember being in this little plane with just a giant hole in it. There was a hole, and we were 12,000 feet up, and I wasn't sure whether I was freezing to death or I was really nervous, because literally my whole body was convulsing, and I was going like that. I couldn't do it. And anyway, so they teach you on the ground when you're practicing. But because there was a video camera there videoing me, and when you jump out of the plane and they tap you on the arms and you're supposed to go like that and go, woo! Well, as we jumped out of the plane, which I don't really remember, I blacked out. So on the video, it's just me going like that.
Denise, what are you doing here? And I said, well, I'm very pleased. I'm presenting the Best Musical Revival, blank face. And so who's up for that award? I said, well, Fiddler on the Roof, The Magic Flute, and Little Shop of Horrors, blank faces. And then I moved on, and they said, Denise, what are you doing here? I said, I'm presenting Best Musical Revival. They said, what's that? And I thought, well, maybe this is a new award. So as I went up the queue and did more of these interviews to more blank faces, I then walked in and said, oh, have you not got our names down? Denise Welch, I'm presenting an award. Tim Healy, they gave us the tickets, hurriedly wrote back. And then as we got just about to go into the room, Jonathan Ross, Matt Damon, Agnes Day and that model, and I went to Tim, we're at the Empire Film Awards, we're at the wrong awards.
I think there should be a saying says, I lust you. You know, because let's be honest, you know...
A lot of that,
yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah, it's
what was that? Could you do the accompanying action again?
It's that I lost. Oh, come here. It's that, isn't it?
Holiday recently in Mallorca, and I was lying on a sunbed, and this was quite, you know, quite a nice posh hotel, and there was this bloke, sort of, I don't know, 10 feet away from me, and he just coughed all the time. And the thing is, I got up and I looked around and it was quite busy and there were no spare sunbeds for me to move. And I was like, and it was, you know, when someone keeps doing something, you wait for the next one. You're like, oh, he won't do it. And then you know he's going to do it again. He does it again. And so, in my frustration, I started tooting really loudly, like, oh, like
That's up for Ray. Do you do it sober?
Yes, Denise, I do. I don't have to be drunk like yourself.
What's his,
Copped off again once. I've done it once or twice in my life. Not very often, but he was a lovely, very tall, blonde Greek officer. That was on
in uniform?
In uniform again, you see. He took me on the back of his moped. Yes. Class.
That sounds dangerous, Jane McDonald.
And and we whizzed up this... it was in Bermuda, and it was a full moon, and we got down to the beach, and we just went skinny dipping. Ooh. And it was fantastic, and it was the frolicking in the waves and moonlight, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a good night, like you do, on the beach. Got on the beach, fully... And all of a sudden, it just went light, and there were 4 police cars had pulled up. I'm stood there, not a stick on. And I went, oh, I'm ever so sorry, officer, you know, like you do. And he says, well, put your clothes on and don't be silly and go back. And so that was... That paid for that.
I pay attention to my boobs rather more than I would wish lately. And I've had a very nice man taken off all my moles.
Oh, OK.
We went and zapped them all, yes, so I'm ready now for the play and I can go...
So have you been doing all that, you know, your creams and things and exfoliating?
No, I haven't been doing anything.
Well, you know, you've been doing this.
I must.
Oh, yes, I must improve my body. We're doing a lot of that, yes. A lot of,
what was it? The bigger, the better, the tighter, the sweater, the boys depend on us.
Boyfriend was a bit frisky, I have to say. It's only one. No, only one. But he said, let's have some mirrors on the ceiling. And I thought, oh, that sounds nice. We'll have a bit of that. And when we got these mirrors put on the ceiling, we could see the bus queue and they could see us.
Hey, Denise, that'd be good for you.
Why?
Mirrors
See
on
if
the
the bus was
ceiling.
coming.
No, you could watch. You could watch yourself having a headache.
Best diet in the world, divorced diet, age of 32, 2 stone, 2 weeks, thank you very much. God.
Do you
know, that's the only thing I was looking forward to when I found out Shane was having an affair. I thought, great, he's having an affair, 2 stone gone.
No.
Never happened. I never got the divorce diet. I just ate through the divorce. I ate through the
I had my
tears.
teeth whitened once. And it was the... Oh, dear.
Was that worse or bad?
Oh, I can't think about it.
Why? Because it hurt.
For like...
Was it like biting a nice lolly?
It was for like 24 hours. I wanted to chop my own head off. And they did say to me that, you know, if you've got sensitive teeth, it might, you know, you might get a bit of sensitivity.
That's where your sensitivity is, then, in your teeth.
I'm just going to put a little tiny bit there. Yeah. It just makes you look a little bit fresher. And I hadn't told the family. And I went in and my son, who was then about 15, went to me, Mum, can we discuss why you've turned into the Joker from Batman?